Good Day Giving Crew, assemble! Huh? Are you ready to do some good? Yes, let's do it!
Every month, the Good Day Giving Crew is surprising and delighting lucky viewers just like you.
We're here to make your day.
Do you know someone who deserves a little extra sunshine in their day? Scan the QR code and nominate them now.
Thanks, Les Schwab, for bringing this happy day to me.
All right, where's your next?
The Good Day Giving Crew, sponsored by Les Schwab.
A hidden oasis nestled amidst the breathtaking landscapes of Washington's Olympic Peninsula. This is Little Creek Casino Resort. Feel the excitement of our electrifying atmosphere. Enjoy live entertainment, slots, table games, and a dedicated sports book. Celebrate flavor with a collection of dining options unrivaled in the South Sound, and experience unparalleled relaxation at our 7 Inlet Spa. Book your stay now at Little Creek Casino Resort.
Counties away.
Tonight, we're hearing from Mallory Barber's close friend.
It shouldn't have happened to anybody, and I just want her to get the justice she deserves.
As President Trump takes aim at Seattle, suggesting the World Cup be moved from our city, the committee in charge fires back, saying that doesn't need to happen.
Could the Mariners go all the way?
One game at a time. I know they're full of excitement, but they really need to focus. We can't let go now. We've come too far, and we've got to see this thing all the way through.
Fans are gearing up, superstitions and all, as the team moves into playoff mode.
You're getting a piece that really should cost thousands of dollars, and that isn't what we're charging.
Do you have a Halloween costume already? If not, you could get a piece of Seattle theater history for as low as $1. We'll show you how to get your hands on some outfits that will steal the show.
Hello, I'm David Rose.
And I'm Hannah Kim. Those stories and more from Seattle and around the world. But first, today's top stories and breaking news with Fox 13's Sabira Rayford.
We begin with danger growing in Chelan County as 2 wildfires continue to burn. Winds are pushing the Labor Mountain and Lower Sugarloaf fires closer to homes, forcing officials to expand evacuation zones. Here's a live look at the evacuation map. The areas in bright red are the fires. Evacuation levels have not changed in the last 24 hours. The dark red are go now evacuations. The yellow is level 2 evacuation, which is get set, and the green is level 1, which is get ready. Fox 13's AJ Janville went right to the heart of one of the areas where people have been told they might need to leave at any moment. Our crew captured images of planes dropping fire retardant less than a mile away from homes like this one on Nahum Canyon Road. Neighbors there who say wildfires come with the territory know exactly when they need to pack up the essentials and head for safety.
A lot of people have left. Yeah, they left.
What does that feel like for you to see your neighbors leave?
I mean, that's their decision if they want to. You know, a lot of them don't feel safe. We're watching this ridge up here. If there's flames that come over that, we probably will leave.
People in the area also need to be aware of ongoing road closures, including the main road in and out of Kashmir. U.S. Route 97 in Blewett Pass. The highway is closed at least through the weekend until authorities can reevaluate the fire threat along that roadway. So let's turn now to meteorologist Claire Anderson.
All right, well, we are seeing, luckily, better conditions air quality-wise in Wenatchee. It was very unhealthy earlier today. It is now considered unhealthy, so not a whole lot better, but we are still seeing very dangerous conditions in the region. Heavy smoke. Air quality alerts remain in effect until further notice. Looking western Washington, better air quality. It looks like we have unhealthy out along the coast, but overall, the rest of the state is looking pretty good. We do have some smoke kind of drifting further eastward. Looking at our winds tonight, so much calmer. This time last night we were looking at that fire really spreading because of the wind. Not the case tonight. No wind advisories in effect. Calm conditions for western Washington, 5 to maybe 10 miles per hour. So good news there. Looking at our live Doppler radar, we do have some clouds moving in for tonight. A few showers out along the coast, kind of stalling out there for tonight into tomorrow. But we do see a sprinkle or two up north, up towards Forks, through Port Angeles, Bellingham as well, staying mostly up into the north sound. Rainfall wise, a few hundredths of an inch now out towards Forks as well as Bellingham and Friday Harbor. Tonight we saw temperatures in the upper 60s for SeaTac, low 70s Seattle, Tacoma and Bremerton, 70 degrees for Wenatchee today. Currently, we're in the mid to low 60s. Seattle, SeaTac, JBLM in the upper 50s. A little bit milder tonight because we saw those nice temperatures today. 58 Wenatchee as well as Bellingham. Tonight in the mid to upper 40s for Olympia, mid 50s for Seattle and Everett. 54 for Bellingham, low 50s out along the coast. Again, more sprinkle chances up north towards Bellingham, out towards the coast through tomorrow morning. We'll see mostly cloudy skies to start the day with more sun breaks into the afternoon, but temperatures will be above average. Nice conditions, Seattle, Tacoma, Olympia. 79 Wenatchee, still hazy though. Around the White Center, Burien, Des Moines area in the mid-70s. South Sound, you'll see temperatures more into the upper 70s. Your extended forecast. So we do see dry conditions through Sunday, mostly cloudy skies. Late showers returning into Monday with a wet week ahead.
Claire, thank you. Several people are recovering after a house fire in Tacoma. Fire crews say it sparked at a home off South Yakima Avenue and 19th Street. By the time they got there, the home was covered in flames. People inside were evacuated and are being treated. Right now, Yakima Avenue is closed while crews put out hot spots. Officials in Cowlitz County say there are no survivors after a small plane crash in Battleground. The Cessna plane crashed near the Goheen Airfield around 1 p.m. today. Investigators say it's unclear how many people were on board. When crews responded, the plane was covered in flames. It's not clear if it caught fire before or after it crashed. The FAA is investigating. A car crashed into a Tacoma restaurant earlier tonight. It happened near Tacoma Avenue South and 11th Street at Ches Lafayette Creole Brasserie. You can see the Cadillac Escalade smash the corner of the restaurant. According to Tacoma Fire, another car was also involved in the crash. 2 people were taken to a hospital. It's unclear how badly they were hurt. Right now, police in Renton are looking for this 12-year-old. His name is Asaya Bullplume. Police say Asaya was last seen on Monday at his home in Renton. They say he's about 5'6", wearing black pants and a black shirt. If you see him, call 911. New video of the moment an ICE-filled office in Dallas came under attack. The shooting left 1 person dead and 2 more critically injured. As reporter Brooke Taylor shows us, new protests are breaking out at ICE facilities in other states.
Newly released surveillance video shows the moment a gunman opened fire Wednesday morning on an ICE field office in Dallas. Detainees ducking for cover and running around a transport van to get inside as ATF and ICE agents helped get them to safety.
These agents were heroic, clearly willing to lay down their lives to save the lives of the detainees in their custody.
Sadly, 3 detainees were hit by gunfire. 1 person was killed. Investigators say the shooter fired indiscriminately at the building. Authorities raided his home and found messages indicating he hated the government and was targeting ICE agents.
He says, I want to cause terror. He wants to impact ICE agents and law enforcement across the country.
Investigators say he also used an app that tracks the location of ICE agents. Officials now sounding the alarm on the dangers of those apps.
It's no different than giving a hitman the location of their intended target.
DHS has ramped up security at ICE facilities across the country. Friday, a protest got heated at an ICE facility in Illinois. An agency spokesperson says 2 people were arrested. 1 was carrying a firearm. The White House is blaming Democrats.
When you encourage your followers to go and engage in violent protests against our law enforcement, you are by definition inciting violence against the men and women who keep us safe.
And that shooter took his own life as officers closed in. Investigators say that he acted alone. In Dallas, Brooke Taylor, Fox 13 News.
President Donald Trump is calling for a Microsoft executive to resign. It was aimed at Lisa Monaco, the company's president of global affairs. She previously served as deputy attorney general under the Biden administration. Trump wrote, quote, Monaco has been shockingly hired as the president of global affairs for Microsoft in a very senior role with access to highly sensitive information. Monaco's having that kind of access is unacceptable and cannot be allowed to stand, end quote. We reached out to Microsoft, who says they are not commenting at this time. Sinclair Media has announced it's ending the preemption of Jimmy Kimmel Live on its ABC television affiliates. That means Kimmel will return to airwaves here in Seattle. The company announced today that Jimmy Kimmel Live will will return to its regular time slot effective immediately. Sinclair's statement says thoughtful feedback from viewers, advertisers, and community leaders influenced its decision to reinstate the show. It also says the decision to preempt the program was done without government interaction or influence. Nexstar Media also announced it's bringing the show back to its ABC-affiliated stations. Kimmel Live was pulled off the air by Sinclair, Nexstar Media, and Disney-owned ABC Television after controversial remarks following the assassination of influencer and conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Mariners fans will have to find a new way to watch regular season games in 2026. Root Sports will broadcast its final game as the M's face the LA Dodgers at home on Sunday. Friday afternoon, the Mariners announced the regional network will go dark at the end of 2025. Next year's regular season games will be carried by Major League Baseball across cable systems and streaming platforms. It's the end of a long road for the network that started in 1988 as Northwest Cable Sports before a rebranding a year later. The Mariners have owned the network since 2013 when they acquired a 70% stake in Root Sports. Layoffs of the 25 or so production staff will happen in November, but many of the familiar faces and voices will stay on for future broadcasts, either with the team or as contract workers with MLB. Speaking of the M's, the team kicked off its last regular season series against the Dodgers tonight. The M's would strike first, Randy Arozarena bringing in a run off speedy Julio Rodriguez hit. In the second, Dodgers Enrique Hernandez at the plate. One on base. He sends one deep. Dodgers up 2-1. Then in the eighth, it's Dom Canzone with the single. He brings Mitch Garver home. Mariners trailing 2-3. The M's try to make a late game push for the win. Bases loaded. And Gino Suarez strikes out. It's the Mariners' first loss at home in about a month, meaning they will not clinch the first seed to postseason. Series continues tomorrow at 6:40. There's more news ahead with Fox 13's David Rose and Hannah Kim.
You're watching Seattle News Tonight on Fox 13 and streaming on Fox Local.
In our ever-changing world, it's becoming more and more necessary to protect our employees and businesses from any number of situations. At Security Services Northwest, we provide highly trained, armed and unarmed security officers to any venue, including construction sites, corporate offices, special events, neighborhood patrols, and even COVID-19 checkpoints. Peace of mind you can trust. We are Security Services Northwest. Call now for a free estimate.
The doctor will see you now. But do they really? Do they see that crick in your neck? That ache in your heart? Will they see that funny little thing that wasn't there last year? The new bounce in your step? The way your retinal scan connects to your blood sugar? At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together to care for all that is you.
A hidden oasis nestled amidst the breathtaking landscapes of Washington's Olympic Peninsula. This is Little Creek Casino Resort. Feel the excitement of our electrifying atmosphere. Enjoy live entertainment, slots, table games, and a dedicated sports book. Celebrate flavor with a collection of dining options unrivaled in the South Sound. And experience unparalleled relaxation at our 7 Inlet Spa. Book your stay now at Little Creek Casino Resort.
Here they come. This ball is smoked. New era begins today here on Fox.
Searching for new employees? Hyper-target job seekers in your area down to the zip. Learn how Flex data-driven ad solutions can drive job seekers to your company. Connect with Flex.com.
Tonight, the Chelan County coroner is releasing some brand new information about Travis Decker's death. 1 week ago, the Chelan County Sheriff's Office announced they found what they believe to be Decker's remains. Those remains were found less than a mile from where Decker is accused of murdering his 3 young daughters.
Yesterday, the Sheriff's Office confirmed that information. Tonight, the Chelan County coroner says an autopsy on Decker cannot be performed. They did not say why, but did say that based on the limited remains that were found, we will also likely never know how or when Decker died. The agency was able to determine that there were not any fractures in the bones that would have indicated that he fell. His torso and his cranium have not been located. What was found of Decker's remains were scattered across 5 different locations, all of them hundreds of yards away from each other.
Searching for answers and seeking justice for Mallory Barber. Loved ones are speaking up after the Bothell woman was found dead more than 100 miles from her home. The Mason County Sheriff's Office found her body on September 15th. She hadn't been seen since late June. Investigators believe someone is responsible for her death. Her friend tells Fox 13's Frankie Thompson it's been hard for her to process.
Beautiful inside and out, loved ones of Mallory Barber are remembering the best parts of the 27-year-old.
She could light up a room when she walked into it. She could make you laugh. She would give you the shirt off her back if you needed it.
Rachel Lowe says she's known Mallory since 2013. Now, memories are all that she has left of their friendship.
I was like, no, this is a bad dream. It has to be.
Mallory was reported missing to the Bothell Police Department on July 1st after police say she was last seen leaving her home in Bothell on June 24th. As the days passed, police say her loved ones thought it was out of character for her to be away that long without contacting anyone.
And I was like, that's weird, because she's not like one of those people. She's very active on social media.
Those days of silence turned into nearly 3 months of searching for Mallory. But on September 15th, the Mason County Sheriff's Office says a person out hunting in the area found her body along State Route 3 on Timberland, about 120 miles away from her house. Detectives say her remains had been there for an extended period of time and showed signs of homicidal violence.
I was just really gutted. Nobody wants to know that their friend was found in the way that she was.
Back on July 16th, Bothell police posted to Facebook saying right now there is no evidence that Mallory is the victim of a crime or that any harm has come to her. However, we are concerned and we are investigating and looking for her. Now that it's revealed her life was taken, Mallory's loved ones say they're holding investigators accountable to find out who killed her and why.
I just really hope that whoever did this either comes forward or they can find some clues out there and bring this person in and put them away for a long time, because the way she suffered was not right. It shouldn't have happened to anybody, and I just want her to get the justice she deserves.
Frankie Thompson, Fox 13 News.
The Mason County Sheriff's Office is leading this investigation, so take a look at your screen. Anyone who has information needs to call the number right there, 360-427-9670, and the extension is 844.
Seattle police are looking for the suspect who shot a man in South Seattle last night. It happened near Beersheba Park. Police say the victim, a 41-year-old man, was sitting in his car with another man who he knew walked up and shot him. The suspect took off and has not been found. As for the victim, he was taken to Harborview and has serious injuries. If you know anything about the shooting, please call the number on your screen, 206-233-5000. The man found guilty of stabbing a woman at Point Defiance Park in Tacoma will have more time before he learns his fate. Today, Fox 13 learned the sentencing for Nicholas Matthew is delayed pending a mental health evaluation. Matthew was convicted last month in the unprovoked attack that happened back in 2024. The jury found that Matthew ambushed Victoria Nizzoli while she was on a walking trail at the popular Tacoma Park. Nizzoli was stabbed multiple times in the face and neck and had to face her attacker at trial.
Something just kind of clicked in me before I had to go testify of how angry I am at him and the rage that I feel that he is going pro se, just to sit there and not say anything. And a couple times I caught him smiling, just sitting there smirking, and that makes me want to punch him. It makes me want a little bit I want payback, but I also just realized the justice system is going to do that for me.
But now she'll have to wait longer to find out how much time he'll serve. After the stabbing, Matthew took off. He was finally picked up in California. He could spend the rest of his life in prison, whenever they finally resume the determination and it goes forward.
A court hearing for a man charged with attempted kidnapping of a bikini barista has been pushed back. The attack happened in August at Ladybug Espresso in Lakewood. The barista said she was serving a drink when Ezekiel Guerrero lunged at her, pulling at her arm. The 19-year-old was arrested a week later in Kent. According to court papers, he told detectives he was not in the right state of mind. Guerrero will now undergo a mental evaluation. His next court appearance is scheduled for October 28th.
Tonight, we're getting a response from Seattle FIFA Host Committee after President Trump suggested that next year's World Cup games could be relocated. He says he would consider the idea if he thinks the cities where they're scheduled to be are not safe.
If any city we think is going to be even a little bit dangerous for the World Cup or for the Olympics, you know, where they have Olympic overthrow, right? But for the World Cup in particular, because they're playing in so many cities, we won't allow it to go to, we'll move it around a little bit. But I hope that's not going to happen.
11 U.S. cities are preparing to host the World Cup next year, including Seattle, Santa Clara, and Los Angeles. Fox 13 received this statement from the FIFA committee, saying in part, quote, "We are committed to ensuring a safe, welcoming, and memorable experience for fans, players, visitors, and residents alike. Since being selected by FIFA as a host city, we worked closely with them, the White House Task Force for FIFA World Cup 26, community partners, and law enforcement, and are confident in our planning and coordination in advance of next summer's matches."
Remember, you can get streaming news from Fox 13 Seattle with the Fox Local app. It is free to download for any smart TV or any mobile phone. Whether you watch on a big screen or in the palm of your hand, the Fox Local app brings you streaming news, breaking news, and local updates anytime from Fox 13 Seattle. We'll be right back.
A blind spot that's never out of sight. How it should be. The Hyundai Tucson.
Get a Hyundai Tucson or Tucson Hybrid for 1.99% APR or lease a Tucson SE for $272 a month. See your Western Washington Hyundai dealer.
The road to the biggest event of summer 2026 starts now.
Let's go! This is MasterChef Dynamic Duos.
Wednesdays, MasterChef is all new.
For the first time, we want to highlight the power of partners.
This is about teamwork.
Is that what you want the sauce to look like?
No. I can't hear you!
I'm expecting fireworks.
MasterChef Dynamic Duos, all new Wednesdays on Fox.
Need a spotlight on your law firm? Hyper-target new clients in your area down to the zip. Learn how Flex data-driven ad solutions can drive more clients to your law firm. Connect with Flex.com.
Aren't you going to miss the game?
No, I've got NFL Plus. It's on my phone.
Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with NFL Plus. Keep the NFL in reach.
For the first time in a decade, you can get your hands on the actual costumes worn on stage at Seattle theaters. One-of-a-kind pieces from the opera, ballet, and theater are on sale, in some cases for as low as $1. Fox 13's AJ Janival shows you the costume closet and how you can get in this weekend.
We put a lot of time and love and effort and professional skill into making all of these things. You're getting a piece that really should cost thousands of dollars, and that isn't what we're charging. Ooh, this one's fun.
10 years worth of Seattle theater hangs on these racks. The Seattle Opera costume shop manager Kathleen Trott tells me Saturday is your chance to own a piece of that history.
Even though this room feels very big, it constantly feels like we're running out of space. Yeah, goes through there. Hook and bar. Yep.
With Halloween coming up, this will be your chance to get a one-of-a-kind costume.
I have some Cinderella pieces in here. I have some pieces from Tosca.
The costumes range in size from $0 and up, with prices as low as $1 up to about $500. And whether you're planning ahead for Halloween, a Renaissance fair, costume party, or just a fun Tuesday, Trott tells me you'll find something that is a perfect fit for you.
But if you come with like the spirit of adventure to find some fun pieces, there's, like I said, over 5,000 different pieces. Some shoes and fabric and hats and wigs, and there's something for everyone, definitely.
Reporting in Seattle, AJ Janival, Fox 13 News.
All right, looking dapper. Although tickets to the event have sold out, you can still try to go get in without a ticket for free. Just line up by 2 p.m. tomorrow at the Opera Center. The sale goes until 4 o'clock. So for more information, go to fox13seattle.com.
Yeah, it's going to be a madhouse there tomorrow. And hopefully, AJ put that purple dress aside. I mean, he really rocked that thing.
He really did. Lots of confidence going on there.
Really nice. Yeah, well, good luck at the sale.
We'll be right back.
From Walla Walla to Wenatchee, the Tri-Cities to the coast, and all areas in between, Washington News Wrap monitors our entire region. 30 minutes of today's top stories. With breaking news and regional weather forecasts focused on Washington and the Pacific Northwest. Washington News Wrap live every weeknight at 6.
Watch Adam at the Movies Fridays during Good Day Seattle. Sponsored by your Western Washington Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Pizza. Scratch-made dough, hand-chopped veggies, hot from your oven. We make great pizza, so you can make the pizza great.
Is your HVAC business cooling down? Hyper-target consumers in your area down to the zip. Learn how Flex data-driven ad solutions can drive more consumers to your HVAC business. Connect with Flex.com.
A reminder, WashDOT is back with road construction, meaning you need to be aware of road closures. From late tonight to early Monday morning, crews will be working at 4 different construction sites. The biggest project will be shutting down all I-5 southbound lanes in Kent between State Route 516 and South 272nd Street. WashDOT is replacing 60 concrete panels across the interstate that were originally installed more than 60 years ago. The on and off ramps along State Route 18 westbound in Auburn will be fully closed this weekend to replace bridge joints. For drivers on the east side, only one lane will be open on I-90 westbound through Issaquah. Crews are continuing the next phase of replacing pavement and waterproofing, which works to protect against corrosion. And work to expand the express toll lanes on I-405 will require a closure in Renton from Northeast Sunset Boulevard to State Route 167. Crews will install drainage crossings as well as pave and shift the lanes.
An accused reckless rider tried to bait officers into a dangerous chase, but it appears he didn't know he was being watched from above. A Kent police sergeant says he was going to stop the bike for no headlights, taillights, or turn signals. That sergeant also says the rider didn't have a helmet on as he took off, and that prompted officers to fall back, trying to avoid a dangerous situation, especially for the rider. Well, Kent PD says he taunted the officers, even taking selfies of himself circling their patrol cars and popping wheelies. But Guardian 1 was on the case. King County's Eye in the Sky heard the call, eventually tracked the 26-year-old rider to a house in Kent. Suspect finally realized what was happening, stashed the bike, tried to escape by running off, but as they say, you cannot outrun the radio. He was eventually taken down and faces a number of charges like eluding, reckless driving, and doing it all on a suspended license.
A woman was arrested in Tacoma accused of vandalizing signs and destroying petitions as a group was trying to gather signatures for a couple of new ballot initiatives. So this is video of the woman being arrested last night along South 19th Street. Tacoma police say they booked her on malicious mischief. We blurred her face for now because it is unclear if she has been officially charged. The group Let's Go Washington says right before that woman was arrested, another woman stole signature sheets containing dozens of names with other personal information. Witnesses described that suspect as a college-age woman who got into a car and took off. In the process of fleeing the parking lot, police say the suspect hit another car. There's no description yet of the hit-and-run vehicle, but police are investigating. Let's Go Washington says so far there have been almost a dozen attacks in just days. They say people opposed to their initiatives are not only harassing and vandalizing their property, but also committing voter suppression by stealing signatures. Let's Go Washington is in the process of gathering hundreds of thousands of signatures to get 2 initiatives on the ballot. Take a look there. The 2 are for parental rights and the fight to keep transgender athletes out of girls' sports.
Hundreds of home health care workers joined together today in response to federal Medicaid and other funding cuts they say put patients and their families at risk. More than 600 workers from Washington, Montana, and Alaska marched to the Amazon Spheres from the convention center. According to the Service Employees International Union, HR 1, the big beautiful bill will strip millions of their health care coverage, including people who rely on in-home care. The union says the effects of the more than $1.2 trillion in cuts could hit families of long-term care patients even harder.
Without home care, a large part of our communities will fall apart. People who are actively working now, not in home care, will have to quit their jobs to become unpaid caregivers, and people in caregiving now will have to find other work.
The union says Amazon will be one of the biggest beneficiaries of the $4.5 trillion in tax cuts contained in the big beautiful bill. President Trump has announced a new round of tariffs. As Jared Halpern reports, this time the tariffs will impact prescriptions, furniture, and anyone working on a bathroom or a kitchen remodel.
We've never seen anything like this.
President Trump talking up his trade agenda as he announced new tariffs on medicine, furniture, and trucks. He says a 100% tariff on pharmaceuticals will be applied unless the company selling the drugs builds a manufacturing plant in the U.S.
We saw during COVID what happens when your supply chains are too stretched and you're doing just-in-time manufacturing. So this makes a lot of sense.
The president also added a 50% tariff on kitchen cabinets and bathroom vanities, a 30% tariff on upholstered furniture, and a 25% tariff on heavy-duty trucks. The announcement came just hours after the latest GDP numbers showed stronger than expected economic growth last quarter.
We're doing well. Because of tariffs, we're doing unbelievable. We're making more money than we ever have made.
Democrats are pushing back, saying the president's trade policy is doing more harm than good.
Things have changed. China is a much bigger economic player. Other countries are more involved. India, Brazil, a number of things have changed.
But most economists say the tariffs have been a mixed bag so far, bringing in record revenue for the government while driving up prices for consumers.
There's an impact on households, an impact on families, an impact on businesses, but the revenue will tend to reduce deficits, and in instances that will help the economy.
President Trump says the new tariffs will go into effect on Wednesday.
All right, check your fridge. Some ready-to-eat meals could be contaminated with listeria, previously linked to a deadly outbreak. So market-side linguine with beef, meatballs, and marinara sauce sold at Walmart are impacted by this. The meals have Best By dates of September 22nd through October 1st. The meals may be contaminated with the same strain of listeria that caused an outbreak tied to chicken fettuccine Alfredo sold at Walmart and Kroger stores. 3 people were killed and at least 17 were sickened in that outbreak, which led to a large recall this summer. More than 1 million popular countertop ovens are being recalled over burn concerns. Oster French door countertop ovens are under the recall. The concern is certain model oven doors could unexpectedly close on consumers, causing burn injuries as severe as 2nd degree. The agency says it has received 95 reports of burn injuries so far. The recall products were sold at Bed Bath & Beyond, Costco, Walmart, and online at Amazon and Overstock.com. So if you have one of the ovens, stop using it and contact Sunbeam Products for a free repair kit.
Coming to a screeching halt, all states must immediately pause giving out non-domicile commercial driver's licenses until they can issue them with proper checks like validating a driver's lawful presence in the U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy putting 6 states, including Washington, on notice to comply with these new rules or else. Mike Emanuel explains.
The process for issuing these licenses is absolutely 100% broken. It has become a threat to public safety.
The Transportation Department will immediately tighten up the requirements for non-citizens trying to get special licenses to operate large or heavy vehicles in the U.S. Under the new rules, non-citizens will not be eligible for a commercial driver's license or CDL unless they get a costly employment-based visa and undergo mandatory federal immigration status checks.
Get into compliance now, or we'll pull funding and we'll force you into compliance. Nowhere in the country have we found a more egregious licensing situation than in the state of California.
If California doesn't come up with a plan to comply in 30 days, the Trump administration is threatening to withhold federal highway funds starting at $160 million. Secretary Duffy says an ongoing nationwide audit revealed these licenses were improperly issued in several other states.
Consider this your notice. Fix your system. Fix your rules. Comply with the law.
With the holiday shopping season around the corner, some are worried these changes will impact the movement of goods.
We have a lot of drivers who are U.S. citizens who are ready and willing and able to take these loads. We feel very confident that there won't be disruptions in the supply chain.
The changes come after 3 deadly crashes this year in Florida, Texas, and Alabama. Officials say these wrecks were caused by immigrant truck drivers who never should have received licenses.
The IRS will no longer send out checks for tax refunds. Starting next week, the agency says it'll move to electronic payments like direct deposit, prepaid debit cards, or digital wallets. The IRS says paper checks are 16 times more likely to be lost, stolen, altered, or delayed than electronic payments. Electronic refunds also get them faster to taxpayers, usually less than 21 days if taxpayers are filing electronically. All right, are you gearing up for the holidays? It looks like many people are, and we are only, of course, in September, but half of holiday shoppers have jumped on holiday shopping early. Bankrate's 2025 early holiday shopping survey says 49% of consumers either begun or plan to begin holiday shopping before even Halloween. That's wild. That's a lot of people.
I've thought about it. Like, I've picked out 2 things, but I haven't bought anything. So those people are way ahead of me.
Well, I do the very, very last minute and then panic.
Yeah, well, that's just how you operate during the holidays.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It's okay.
It makes it fun.
Whatever works.
All right, excitement is buzzing around the Seattle Mariners after yesterday's rush for fans to get their hands on playoff tickets. There are still a few remaining regular season games to go. Fox 13's Alejandro Guzman headed out to T-Mobile to talk to fans who are looking forward to October baseball.
Seattle has been waiting a long time for this. I've got my lucky number 75 because I'm actually throwing my support behind the Mariners like Andres Munoz closes out a game fast and fearless. And I've got to say, well, fans are not leaning into superstitions for October baseball, but they do have their eyes set on the ALDS, and they're confident the Mariners will be making a run at the World Series. How long have you been a Mariners fan?
Since I could remember.
All my life.
I'm 59 and have been forever. It's been a long, bumpy road.
You can't forget about next year. The Mariners are going to the playoffs.
We're ready. I was here Tuesday night. The party was happening after the game, right? Like the people were dancing around. So I was like, this town is ready for October baseball, that's for sure.
It was electrifying. Cal's making MVP. If he doesn't, I don't know what I'll do.
What a year. I was a little, because of Griffey, like when he passed Griffey's record, so I was like, I might take a day or two to let that sink in and be okay with it, but it's good. It's good for him. It's a great year. Tremendous.
American League West champions.
We are so beyond ecstatic to be here at where they're at. We waited a long time. Not only do the team deserve it, but the fans deserve it as well.
Keep doing what you're doing.
World Series predictions.
I say against Phillies, we win in 5.
Everybody's got their own superstition. What's yours?
I don't have any superstitions. If you've been a fan of this team for the past decade or so, you know as well as I have that nothing has worked. Really?
Okay, what about that Etsy witch?
Hey, shout out Spells by Luna. You are amazing. I hope you have a ton of work now. Don't work for any other teams, though. Thanks.
Whether you're putting your faith in your favorite jersey, maybe that baseball cap, those stinky socks, or just plainly the 9th inning, M's fans say this is their year. Alejandra Guzman, Fox 13 News.
What a month it's been for both the Mariners and the Seahawks, who played in the national spotlight last night. Fox 13 sports anchor Alyssa Charleston-Smith joins us now with a recap of another road win. And Alyssa, the M's and Seahawks are making some history together.
Yeah, David, no superstition needed for this one. Entering today, the Seahawks and Mariners have a combined record of 20-2 over the past 20 days. According to Opta stats, this is the first time that a Major League Baseball team and an NFL team from the same metro area combined to win 20 or more games in 20 days. I don't know who tracks the stats, but we love making history here in Seattle. Last night, the Seahawks earned their 8th straight road win dating back to last year with a 23-20 edge over the Cardinals in Arizona, and it was on Thursday Night Football. Seattle built a 14-point lead by the third quarter, but Arizona tied the game with 28 seconds left in regulation. That was just enough for the Seahawks to get in range for a Jason Myers game-winning field goal. The Seahawks improved to 3-1 overall, 1-1 in the NFC West, but head coach Mike McDonald wasn't satisfied about giving up that late lead.
Their philosophy is they go to, when they're down multiple scores, they go into no huddle mode earlier than most teams, and we have to play that better. I mean, we have to play it better. We got to call it better. I got to execute better. And again, that's the feeling I had coming out of the game. I know our guys. It's not for a lack of trying. Our guys are battling. They're playing really hard.
The Seahawks now enter a mini bye. They're off for 10 days before hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at Lumen Field on Sunday, October 5th. The Sounders have a chance to get right tomorrow after a rare 2-game skid. Nothing like 2 Cascadia Cup matches in the span of 8 days to raise the stakes a little. They host the Vancouver Whitecaps at Lumen Field Saturday. Then they play the Portland Timbers next Saturday. But the first game matters most. Win or draw tomorrow against the Whitecaps, and the Sounders clinch a spot in the 2025 MLS playoffs.
You know, I need them to play for 90 minutes. Whoever starts the game, whoever ends the game, the concentration has to be for 90 minutes. It's that time of year. Every single point's going to matter. If we can get a couple goals up, dictate tempo, yes. But Vancouver's a good team. It'll be a challenging match, and, you know, let's see how the game unfolds.
The Whitecaps are currently second in the Western Conference standings. The Sounders fifth. The 2 kick off tomorrow night at 7:30 at Lumen Field. It's also an MLS season pass on Apple TV. And you can also catch Sunday's Seattle Reign match at home against North Carolina on Fox 13+. Pre-match coverage starts on Sunday afternoon at 4:30. The match starts at 5. That's on Fox 13+, your home of the Seattle Reign FC. Back to you.
All right, Alyssa, thank you so much. All right, so we're less than 2 months from the November election, and you'll get another chance to hear directly from the candidates for Seattle Mayor and King County Executive right here on Fox 13. I'll be co-moderating the mayoral debate with Emily Parkhurst, CEO of media company Formidable. That's scheduled for Thursday, October 2nd at 7 p.m. Then the very next day on October 3rd, Fox 13's John Hopperstad will moderate a debate for King County Executive between candidates Claudia Balducci and Gurmai Zahali. Both are currently on the King County Council. We'll be right back.
Enjoy the smiles, laughter, and endless giggles with baby and toddler toys by Fat Brain Toys.
Bounce from one doctor to the next. Does it have to be like this?
At Kaiser Permanente, we have a different kind of health care.
So, how did you like that?
Where all of us work together for all that is you.
The Fox Sports app isn't just any sports app. Your teams, your highlights, your scores. Get more of what you want. Stream your teams live. It's free with your pay TV subscription. Grab your Fox Sports app today.
Fox 13 and the Woodland Park Zoo are teaming up again for a new season of saving wildlife, this time in our own backyard. We're going to take you to the Cascades throughout the Emerald City, and of course, we're going to be showing you the work it takes to keep these animals in our area thriving. Saving Wildlife, now streaming on Fox Local.
Need more people in your restaurant? Hyper-target hungry consumers in your area down to the zip. Learn how Flex data-driven ad solutions can drive more consumers to your restaurant. Connect with Flex.com.
Friday, everyone. I'm meteorologist Claire Anderson. Today has been a great day. We're seeing nice fall conditions for our Friday with highs in the 70s, as well as more sunshine, and we see that roll right into our Saturday as well. Looking like a great fall weekend. Heading into the last weekend of September, we're going to see some morning clouds, afternoon sunshine, those highs staying in the mid to low 70s. And then we do see some rain returning late Sunday into Monday with some nice beneficial rain for the the state. Of course, we've got all those wildfires currently, so the rain is really going to help that out. Now today, temperatures were actually quite a bit warmer. Yesterday, 62 was the high for SeaTac, so much warmer conditions today, about 5 to over 10 degrees warmer this afternoon. Now, looking at our September so far, we've had a wide range of temperatures. Our coolest day so far was 62 degrees. That was yesterday, and not long ago, just over a week ago, we saw 91 degrees. So definitely it's that time of year that kind of goes back and forth, but a pretty mild end to September. I can't believe October is right around the corner. September so far, we've actually been really dry. We only saw a few hundredths of an inch for the first 2 weeks of September. We had a week with 0 rainfall. Now last Sunday, almost half an inch of rain. And look, this entire week we have been dry, and we really don't start to see any rainfall until next Monday and Tuesday. So it looks like we'll probably be below average. We usually see over 1.5 inches of rain. So we'll see where we end up by the end of the month. Here's the rainmaker slowly moving inland for the next several days. Now, it won't move the rain in just yet, but it's going to sit off the coast, already bringing some showers up towards Vancouver for tonight, even a sprinkle or two in our north sound as well as out along the coast. Futurecasts overnight into tomorrow morning, mostly cloudy skies to start, but we will see drier and clearer conditions through the afternoon for western Washington. The further north and west you go, you will see better chances of maybe a sprinkle or two, but more clouds, but dry into Saturday night as well as into Sunday. Mostly cloudy skies to stay. Notice those showers really staying off into the coast out towards Vancouver Island. Sunday evening, those showers start to approach out along the coast, move further inland Sunday night, and a wet start to Monday morning. Now, looking at our forecast moving forward, temperatures tonight will be in the mid-50s, so pretty mild conditions. Tomorrow, highs in the mid-70s, Seattle, Tacoma, Olympia. Great day. Get outside, do some yard work, just enjoy the sunshine. Upper 70s for Wenatchee, mid-60s out along the coast. Mid-70s across the central Puget Sound area, Woodinville, Redmond, as well as Issaquah, and maybe you're heading to the Mariners. Last homestand, so that first pitch today, 66 degrees with roof open. Saturday, roof open as well, about 70 degrees for the first pitch at 6:40. And then a day game on Sunday, mostly cloudy skies, but I do think roof open. The rain doesn't return until late Sunday. Scattered showers and cooler temperatures into next week with highs in the mid-60s.
This is a Toyota Grand Highlander.
Toyota took the best-selling Highlander and made it bigger, more powerful, and more fuel efficient.
Get 4.75 APR financing on Highlander or Grand Highlander.
With 2 years, no-cost maintenance.
Toyota, let's go places.
Looks like football is back, and Good Morning Football Overtime says, bring it on!
Indeed.
Weekdays on Fox 13 and Fox 13 Plus.
Hey news buffs, I want to introduce you to Fox Local. It's where you can stream Fox 13 Seattle live and on demand for free. We have an awesome lineup, including Good Day Seattle, Studio 13 Live, and Seattle Sports Live. Fox Local is your portal to staying informed and entertained. So you ready to change the way you watch news? Start streaming Fox 13 Seattle today on Fox Local, where premium content meets the unbeatable price of free. It's a news experience you've been waiting for.
Need a spotlight on your law firm? Hyper-target new clients in your area down to the zip. Learn how Flex data-driven ad solutions can drive more clients to your law firm. Connect with Flex.com.
Oh my God, there's a cougar on my balcony.
Now to some wild video of a cougar outside a man's house in Tiger Mountain. This video from photographer Ben Babusis shows the cougar peering into his house. Ben follows the animal as it moves around his deck, staring into the home. Eventually the cougar looks like it takes off, so Ben heads outside. But then, look at this. See the cougar there? Hiding in the trees, watching him. How cool is that? The funniest thing is he posted that on his Facebook, and the comments from all of the people were like, yeah, the cougar, but how about that house? Your house is amazing. I love your house. You have 3 ovens.
If we're going to be totally honest, when we first saw that video, we also said the same thing.
Yeah, he does.
Look at that kitchen.
He lives in paradise, and he's got a great wildlife right out the window.
Absolutely.
That's amazing. Thanks to him for letting us show that video. A decades-old tradition returns to Seattle's Chinatown International District this weekend.
So we're talking about the CID Night Market. The street festival will have street vendors, food trucks, and cultural performances. The event happens tomorrow from 1 to 9 p.m.
The spooky season is officially here. It's the moment many have been waiting for.
Fox 13's Adam Gerke took on the Georgetown morgue this morning on Good Day Seattle. So how did he do? Let's find out.
You guys live inside the Georgetown morgue. I'm joined with Scott Coling. Scott, you've been doing this for a while here at the Georgetown morgue. How many years here at the morgue?
19 years now. Can't believe it. It's exciting.
This is an actual morgue.
Yes, yes.
All right. So 19 years here. You've been doing this for 30 plus. You've learned a thing or two. You are the entrepreneur here of Seattle.
It's a big job, but someone's got to do it, you know?
Yeah.
We're loving it a lot. We've got a great crew. I've had people helping me for many years, and they are ready to scare you this year, let me tell you.
I believe you. Before we get in here and we scare my pants off, where do people find you specifically?
SeattleHaunts.com. Go to the webpage. Our ticketing is there. Facebook is GeorgetownMorgue.com. All our ticket prices are on there. All of our scheduling. It's a really good page. Learn a lot about the building as well.
And the morgue is open as of now?
Yes, tonight, 7 to 10, 7 to 10 tomorrow night, and then we start again next weekend. Okay. And we are rolling.
All right. So let's make our way into the morgue, you say?
Are you ready?
Yes. Let's do it.
Well, enjoy.
All right. Thank you. All right. Oh, hello. Oh. I'm told this is Mildred, one of the many performers here at the Georgetown morgue, and we will be, of course, somewhere between asylum and bodies hanging. The best and the worst part of all of this is when we're doing this, I've got a photographer with me, Clint, who's having to do everything that I'm doing, but he's doing it backwards. So appreciation to what he's up to, having to navigate this whole maze. Oh, I don't like the sound of this or the feel of this. Oh. Of course, Louis Armstrong. Blue. Red roses too. I see the moon for me and you. Oh, man. The Georgetown morgue, ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing quite like it as we get pelted and pummeled, and I have no idea what we're walking into here. But this feels ominous in all of its ways. Oh, here's Scott. Okay. This feels like a breathing point. So, Scott, again, the website one more time.
SeattleHaunts.com.
And ticket prices, information's all right there.
Yep. And then it's 7 to 10 tonight, 7 to 10 tomorrow night, and we are ready to scare you.
And you are going through Halloween and beyond, I would imagine.
November 2nd is our last day, so if you can't make it during the Halloween season, we can come in and get a couple more days there in November.
All right, we've got it all.
Thank you for coming, you guys.
Guys, back
Clint,
over to
you're
you.
also back there.
Yeah, way to go, Clint.
So that's a partial tour. I've been through it.
Yeah.
The lights are not on. You cannot see. It gets so dark in there, and it's fun, but you will get scared.
Yeah, very scared. I think my reaction would just to punch something.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, not intentionally, but
do that.
No, don't do that. Do not do that. Thank you so much for joining us for Seattle News Tonight.
You can watch Fox 13 News anytime on our Fox Local Connected TV app. It's free, so download it to your TV and your cell phone. Have a great night.
Fox 13 is bringing you instant access to news in Spanish at the touch of a button. Stay informed with all of your noticias en español anytime with Fox Local. Download the app for free on any streaming device and never miss out on the top stories en el idioma que tú prefieres. Fox 13 News en español.